Guys, deluded Guna. You guys know I have a lot of love for Arsene Wenger. He's won titles for us. He's done a better job than people give him credit for. As hard as it is to compliment him in current days, he's doing my head in. There is some good that he does for this club. There's actually a lot of good that he does for this club. And although I'm with people that want him to, I do want him to stand down. Well, me, I want him to go upstairs. But there are some things we may be losing with him, and he does do some good stuff. So yeah, but that's not a vid that I'm talking about today. Yesterday felt like a loss in regards to West Ham, but one thing that annoyed me is Wenger. He always annoys me with certain comments that shows that he's not with it at times, man. Whether it's the moaning at refs, whether it's talking about FFP, whether it's just several things. I've been here before and given you guys examples, man. Those of you, my diehard fans, know. But one thing that annoyed me, again, he said something along the lines of, if we played on Saturday and West Ham on Sunday, maybe we could have found an advantage. Now, that might be true, and there may be some truth to that, but you knew prior to the West Ham game what the things were going to be. You knew we dropped points in our 2 prior games to that. Out of a potential, prior to the game, a potential 6 points, we've only taken 1 in Southampton. That was poor. After the game, it's now 9 points on the line. We've only taken 2. Like, there's no excuses. You can't really talk about freshness because it doesn't hold any weight. Let's look at City. Alright, cool. City kind of rested. I'm pretty sure they rested. Sergio didn't start against United. I'm pretty sure he didn't start against United. So you can say you rested him. But the game before that, against Southampton or whoever, Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Fernandinho, Otamendi, all of these guys were playing pre-United game. They all played at United, and the majority of them played again. They all played again against Swansea. You keep your best players, keep the momentum going. This fitness stuff, it is true, it is valid, but it is overrated. Them man there are playing how many games? They're playing how many games? They're in Champions League. We're playing once a week. Our main players are playing once a week, and I say that because you're not even playing the key players in Europa League, and we ain't played Europa League for a minute now, for a week or 2 or so. I don't even know, man. But yeah, play your best players. It's not like if we won the last 2 games, don't get me wrong, there was a case for rotation, but you got to play strong squads. We have going into this game, after it now, we ain't 1 in 3, but 2 games, we ain't won. You know, at the weekend, the Spurs and City, people are going to drop points. We've already dropped points. Let's maximise in on what we can. Loss prevention. Let's take 3 points against Hammers and take 3 points against Newcastle and see what it's saying. Liverpool played as well. Liverpool, obviously at the time, we don't know their scores, but they drew today and they drew last week. So if we took our points, focusing on ourselves rather than other people, we shoot ourselves in the foot. You're not playing players every week to be saying that. If Kane is playing week in, week out more or less, when is he rested? When are Chelsea really resting their players? United, when are they really resting? Lukaku does look like he needs a rest, but you get the point. When are these Madrid? How many times have you seen, they do rest them, but how many times are Modric, Kroos and Casemiro and all of these players rested? It's nonsense. It's outdatedness. Like I just said, these players are playing once a week. They're not even playing in Europa. Alexis ain't playing in Europa anymore. Lacazette ain't played. Cech ain't playing in there unless a madness happens. Ozil definitely not playing in Europa League. None of these men are in Europa League, so why are you resting them? Why are you resting them? Play your best players. I agree with, if he was going to rest, I'm not even mad with you resting Kolar. I am, but I get it. There's case to rest Koscielny because of his Achilles. Why not rest him out of anyone? Or Monreal because he's played every game. We need to take points. Play your best players. Get continuity going again. Get the confidence restored. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about dropping players if you don't find that they don't do certain things and things like that. That's a whole nother issue. My thing is resting players. We have no reason to rest players. We're not playing in Champions League like that where we have to play a full strength side. We're playing the group stages of Europa League are done, so there's no need to rest them now until February. There's no need to rest them. We're not playing in the Carling Cup until the new year. FA Cup and not till the new year. Forgive me if I'm wrong. We might be playing Cat Yarabel Cup in December, but you get my point. There's no point. All we constantly hear is, oh, he had a little knock, he had this and that. So why risk them and put them on the bench then? Like I said, you said he had a groin injury. You don't play around with groin and hamstring injuries. You don't even include them on the bench. And you know that because you haven't included players for that very same reason. So that's how you know you're lying. How? We need a must-win game. And you didn't start him. What's going on there? It's nonsense, man. It gets me mad. Between the outdatedness in the approaches like this, between the shoe holding guys, like it's just shoehorning and pigeonholing people into positions that's not theirs. It's just nonsense. When has City rested Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, and them man there consistently, and they can afford to rest players more than us because they've got How many man there to pick up the pieces? It's annoying, man. Czech and Xhaka are the only ones, and Koscielny and Monreal to a degree are the only ones you really hold in the side, really. But we needed to win. We need to win, especially because of how we've been going. We don't want to slip into a rut and drop more points. And Saturday, I hope we win, but you don't know what's going to happen. Just stop resting players for no reason. Like, this resting is overrated. If they played on Wednesday, you're not gonna have training. You're gonna have, if there is training on Thursday, which I doubt there is, it's going to be an extremely light session. Then Friday, alright, cool, it's gonna be fairly intensive, and you're gonna be thinking of the match. But it's gonna end early because on Saturday you're playing. Rest is overrated. How many days is that? And they always go in this. You always see them on Instagram. They go in these fancy little hyper chambers now, and got fancy recovery techniques and fancy little things they can sit in, so people can recover faster. What is going on? What are we resting players for? Why are we doing this play crash thing, this Sunday League thing? This is why we are now 7th. How many? A point or so behind the top 4, which is the only saving grace. But this is why we're not where we're supposed to be. Ultimately, this is why we've dropped points. This is why we keep dropping points on the road. This is why we're struggling to score on the road. This is why we're not where we want to be, and we're a long way off winning the league title. Yes, mathematically, it's still possible, so we'll keep trying. FC can keep doing that. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Guys, DG, I'm signing out. There's really not much more to be said, man. I get, of course, the other side's rest players, but Chelsea ain't resting players too tough. I'm seeing Hazard and them, man, they're playing consistently. Sterling and them City boys are always playing. United, I'm always seeing Pogba when he's fit, etc., playing. Who else? Liverpool, Salah, all these man. Don't get me wrong, Klopp has said he needs to rotate and players are tired and hamstring injuries and stuff. But 9 times out of 10, you can tell it's going to be Salah, it's going to be Coutinho, it's going to be Mane, it's going to be Firmino, and I might even be missing out another one of their attackers. You know 9 times out of 10 who they're going to play, really. And Klopp shot himself in the one time he rotated for no reason in a big game, he shot himself in the foot. So yeah, guys, DG, man, there's nothing more to be said, man. I'm signing out. Comment, subscribe. Follow me on my socials, DeLuDaGuna04, DGuna04 on Snap. I'm out. Thank you.